Okay. Was Sylvia Browne a phony? Hope not, because I've read about one of her books. And I bought this book about a few years ago. It was 20% off. I thought, hey, why not? I have some money, let's spend it on a book. That probably cost me $8. How much was this book? Oh, it's not even on the back. How much did I pay for this book? I bought it at Barnes & Noble. $25. 20% off. Still, $25 I spent on this book. I like Sylvia Browne. I used to watch her on Montel. Did you? Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Though, you have to admit, even though, whether you hate her or like her, that's really pretty inside of that book. Psychic Healing. This one's called Psychic Healing. I haven't read this book in a long time, so I thought it'd be fun to go back and revisit it, I suppose. It talks about healing, spirit guides. I've heard the spirit guides are actually, there's a video about, some person said, oh, there's a preface. Which I don't think I even read. I think I skipped past that part, because I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to read this part. And an intro. There's a preface and an intro. Is she still alive? I'm not sure. She seemed like a really nice lady. I believed her, anyways. And she could communicate with dead people, because when I was younger, I tended to be kind of gullible. Healing 101, Part 1. This book is divided into different parts, listening to the body's messages. She mentions doctors in here, but she mentions medication. She believes that ADHD is a myth. There's a part in here for, like, the case for reincarnation. She believes in prior lives, though. She says that there's more evidence for reincarnation than there is against it. But then she doesn't really say what those arguments are for reincarnation. She mentions that some of us live longer than others do. Some of us inhabit wealthier countries. Some of us are richer, while some are poor. Some of us are subject to discrimination, while some are not. Some are very religious, while some of us don't adhere to any faith. Some of us are unhappy, some of us are good, while others are bad. And ain't that the truth? Sometimes people are just bad. Is God so callous that he allows one person to have 100 blissful years of life while another gets only a few painful days? Let's see, what else? And she mentions hypnosis. Hypnosis can help you, which I disagree, because it could bring up past traumas and stuff. So if you have, like, a severe thing, I guess in a way it could help you, but it could also harm you if you're not careful. Power of the Will, An Ounce of Prevention, Chapter 3. I don't think I ever actually read this book from beginning to end. Research group question and answers. Is there a common thing that causes disease? She says high stress, which I do not know if I agree with or not. She talks about estrogen. She talks about holistic medicine. Is holistic medicine always the answer? She does believe in medicine, though, sometimes, but she doesn't believe in ADHD, which seems like it's hypocritical. Not hypocritical, but seems like it's like a false judgment or thinking. To say that she doesn't believe in ADHD, but she believes in some medication, when some medication is used for treatment of ADHD. Are some people more prone to depression? Yes. It's basically because they're on their last life. It's because these individuals have been to Earth many times, and they're more prone to being depressed, which makes sense. It's just too many times on the battlefield, or too many. I don't know of anyone in last life who isn't plagued by some type of depression. Of course, that's very sad. It must be really depressing to be a medium, now that I think about it. And then she talks about acupuncture. She talks about grief travels, whatever that means. Grief affects certain functions of the body. She mentioned chakras. Ironically, I also have a book. When I was younger, bought a book about chakras in the body, which I never finished reading either. Tips on diet and exercise. She talks to her spirit guide, Francine, which I don't know if it's a demon or not. Dealing with pain. She talks about dealing with pain in here. She talks about, what else? Let's see. Mother Nature. Humans have always lived with certain things. She talks about, oh man, a lot of stuff she talks about. The whole time though, when I used to read it, I'm like, can we really trust Francine? The whole time I was, can you trust her? Is she a demon? I hope not. But anyways, I believed her when I was younger. I used to watch her until when I was younger. That kind of affected me too. Getting in touch with your true essence, Francine. The more you stick to the essence of you, the less you'll be attacked or have illnesses or problems, and the more life will deal with you gently. I disagree. I strongly disagree. Because there'll always be, like, evil people in the world. Although that kind of sounds like a victimhood or victim stance, which I didn't know was even a thing. I didn't know that was even a word. Living in a negative world. Well, I didn't really understand. I never understood, like, what that phrase even means. Living in a negative world. I should probably, maybe I'll put, like, a bookmark, or, like, fold the page over for this one. This one seems important. Sorry if I'm kind of, like, going through this kind of in a weird way. I just haven't read this book in a long time, and I just thought I wanted to make a YouTube video, and I thought I'd mention this and ask if anyone has any, knows about if she was a phony or not, I guess. Meditations for healing. She talks about meditation too, which I think is really cool because it's like a relaxation technique. I'd like to believe she was telling the truth because she seemed like a really nice woman, down to earth woman. Chocolate calming anxiety. And this book was called, I don't really have anything negative really to say about this book other than the ADHD thing. It's very beautifully written. Sylvia Browne, Psychic Healing. Using the tools of a medium to cure whatever ails you. She mentions past lives too. Let's see, what else can I talk about in this? She talks about the star, how important, I guess, what's the star symbolic for, I guess. Can role-playing help with healing? And she says yes. Which I don't really agree with. Miracles in the end of life, that's really depressing. Yeah, and every chapter is getting in touch with true essence. Every chapter is another has a different subject, and it's titled different words. Tips on diet and exercise. Passion, spirit guides master class. Passion and healing, vehemence, which I have to look up what that word even means. I'm not even sure. Vehemence and healing. I look, there's a hand with a little swirl in the middle, which I'm not sure. It probably has to do with a chakra or something. So yeah, this is another book review. This one's about Sylvia Browne. I hope you like it.